$30 or $40. CELH. I'll put money on that.
You know that wouldn't be a bad pick neither.
What?
CELH, knowing what they
Yo,
do.
dude, you see what it's doing? Every day it's up. And I've seen it where it was down in the day and then it go up. It close up.
Yeah.
I brought some of it too to taste it. It's actually pretty good.
Oh, you did? You tried it?
Yeah, I got a case from Amazon yesterday.
Oh, there you go.
You know, I'm investing and I figure I might as well be able to talk about what I'm investing in it because I like how it's performing. So why not see what it's all about? It's no sugar in it, no fructose. It's not sweet. It's just got the fruity taste.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, hold on. Where the heck is my Amazon?
Hey people, how you doing today? We are doing something different. We going live here on InvestCurb. I got Antonio on the line, and we are talking about stocks. So,
for the most part,
today is a good day. We out here looking at Tesla. We looking at Celsius. We looking at Roku. We looking at all the top traders. And if you want to chat on the side, go ahead, do your thing. Feel free. Oh, we already got one viewer, and we taking it to the top right here. So we hoping that Tesla rocks the S&P today, which it should. Don't laugh.
You know why I'm laughing, right?
Why you laughing?
You weren't supposed to say hope.
We hope. Yo, this market is crazy, man.
Dude, I was trying not to laugh. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. They not doing nothing they not doing nothing they supposed to do. So, you know,
I like those guys to tell the truth.
Maybe I'm getting a little personal here, but I want this to win, man. I need some of my family members to become millionaires. How about you guys? Are you guys entering Tesla out there? I hope you are, because it's supposed to be a big day. So, and it's holiday time, and you know what time it is. So people need presents, and people need housing. So, Mr. Elon Musk, whatever you got to do, dump some money back into your stock so it'll rise up real fast, please. Do something. Do something. Do something. You got people going all in on your stock right here today, man. Like, people put up their life savings. And
hey, Mr. Well, I'm doing the best I can, man. Don't bust my chop. Shit. I'm busting my ass bringing these cars and these spaceships, man. Leave me the F alone.
Yeah, you know. I mean, yo, you can't talk traditional trading. It's hard to watch CNBC today because, you know, they sitting there just as confused as we are. I don't understand.
Yeah, I know. And telling us lies.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stock looks like 2 more weeks is going to perform. Dude, you've been saying that for the last 2 years. Yeah. The stock has not be broke, waiting on your ass to get this shit to clear.
Yo, they over here doing the Cat Williams. I don't know if I would have told that story. What's going on here? Oh, yeah. Big shout out to Cat Williams. But
yeah, man.
What
is man. I'm still dealing with Steve Harvey, man. But peace out. Peace to you too, brother.
Is he even?
We be a hilarious team, boy.
Is he even doing stocks? Cat Williams?
Hell no.
Oh man.
He too busy getting locked up. Oh God, did I say that? Oh Lord.
That is hilarious.
You know, dude, you have everybody wanting to sue us. That old fucking guy, he keep talking shit, man. I'm gonna bust his ass. Where he live? He live in Texas? I'm gonna get him. Nah, man, I live in Brooklyn. I'm on Gay Avenue between Reed and Patrick.
Yeah,
I mean, Malcolm X Boulevard.
That is so funny, yo. Because you never know. You never know. Okay. There you go. We got a big chat from Reggie Carmilla. See, he is right. Said they wrong things, maybe. There you go. I told you he's gonna have people chatting because the situation is real right here, and everybody got a lot on the line. Big shout to Reggie Carmilla. I see you watching. Let's go check Roku. So Roku right here is popping off. You've been calling Roku for a minute, and you looking at Roku, Antonio, way above VWAP right now.
Wow.
So I got to give you credit for that one because you've been watching that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Dang. And it's going up. It is going up. So, You know, it's Christmas time. People got the kids at home. This is an enormous period nowadays. I would assume. I can't help it. But with that being said, did you actually get into Roku? Did you do the Roku thing?
No, man, I was thinking about getting it, man, and I let it slip by, but it's still a good stock, so y'all should buy it.
He said I'm not gonna be able to do it. Did you do it?
Like, how the hell are you gonna tell me it's a good stock if you don't even own it?
Yeah, I know, right?
I got $20 worth, man.
Yo, that is funny. People are doing that too, right? They don't even own it. Yo, hey, actually, it's so funny because now we entering the partial shares game. I got partial shares. How many shares you got? Oh, about maybe 0.2.5%. Oh,
No,
okay. I didn't even know that was
I'll
a
make
number.
it even better. I have Amazon, I have Google A, Google B, QuantumScape, Celsius Holdings, MicroStrategy.
Jeez.
Well, how much are your holdings worth? Oh, it's like $80. Wait a minute, $80. You got all those shares and it's only $80. What, you got all fractional money on it or something? Yeah, man, it'll grow eventually. I'm gonna get rich slow.
He said I'm gonna get rich slow. Yo, Pops always told me don't hustle too hard. He said don't work hard, work smart. So
yo, man, you want to hear something funny?
Yo,
I'm almost guaranteed this shit. I don't want to call out no famous person, right? Because I don't want nobody knocking on my fucking door. But $80, dude, I tell you, people be laughing like, yo, dude, talk about he got a lot of stuff. Do you hear that shit? He got Roku, Google A, Google B. And how much is it worth altogether? Like $80. Like, wait, what?
Wow.
I got $80 worth of all of them. I got 8 stocks worth $80.
8 stocks worth $80. 8 stocks worth $80. Actually,
yeah, man, I'm trying to get rich bro.
That's an excellent trading strategy. So 8 stocks, $80. You know what that does to you people? Basically, what that does is that diversifies your portfolio. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And if this was Flavor Flav, he'd be saying we diversifying, G.
Yeah. Oh man.
Right?
Oh man, you funny.
Yo. Oh Lord, here we go. So I'm sending out a shout right now, Antonio, to LinkedIn. So I'm putting InvestCurb live today and talking Tesla. And I'm telling you, we're gonna rock the internet today because this is some great chat stuff. And I just sent that we talking Tesla with Roku on the screen. That is hilarious.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
That is hilarious. But that's what we do. God. Because
you know
like, what?
You guys are smoking that ooh-wee.
Yeah, ooh-wee. And actually, because, listen, man. I've been taking this way too serious the whole year, right? So, yeah. I mean, I got people calling me up like, yo, man, don't you think your charts are too technical for the average user? Yeah, it probably is. They probably shouldn't be watching it if they don't know how to do stocks.
Yeah.
Or if they want to learn, you got like 1 million videos showing people how to buy stocks and they don't even buy stocks. So for all of you who have $8, oh, I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? For all of you that
oh man, you just as bad as me, man.
Yo, for all of you that have $8, you can get 5 $1 stocks and create it into something very slowly. Okay,
you can get rich slowly.
You could get rich slowly or die trying. We're gonna make that new movie, okay?
And you're gonna die fast. So you're gonna get rich slow, but you're gonna die fast.
Yeah. So
just make me the beneficiary.
Yeah, and actually the reason why we watching Roku, because to be honest with you, Roku right now look like it's doing better than Tesla. I'm sorry to say. So
yes,
if you to win all in, look at this chart. This chart is way above VWAP, and this is what we're talking about right here.
Yo, dude, it's at $10.37 now.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
I'm like, wow.
It's performing. Reggie Carmelia says they are marketing well. That's why Roe is doing it. And no, they do not own it. Real talk. See? There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. How'd you know I didn't own it, Reggie? Jeez, man, stop putting my business out there. I'm trying to look big time over here. I know you probably cracking up in the house too. Let's see. So we going to Celsius right now. You said you just bought some Celsius yesterday, right? I mean, actually not the stock, but the actual little drink, right?
Me?
Yeah.
I got some shares.
You got some shares? Oh, and you also bought the drink?
Yeah, I brought the yeah man. It's
Here you
good.
go, people. He's a true Celsius player right here. Not only
And
is
dude, you know what it was? I've been liking what Celsius been doing for a while, and dude, I said let me try the drink. It's got to be something, and dude, the drink is actually it's an energy drink, but it doesn't give you the feel. What's that drink? Comes in a blue and gray can.
the blue and gray. What's that, Monster?
No, not Monster. No, Monster's okay too, but you know, it comes in that little can, man, and people be putting all kind of shit
Red
in
Bull?
the alcohol.
You talking about Red Bull?
Yeah, Red Bull.
Yeah.
No, man, I don't be messing with that stuff.
Well, Red Bull, I used to go hard with Red Bull.
The problem with Red Bull, though, is, dude, it makes you feel jacked up after a while if you keep taking it.
Yeah, Red Bull is the next best thing to taking cocaine, and you don't want to do that. So, you know, they giving heart attacks nowadays with that.
Yeah, that's literally what's happened to a couple of people because they were doing the Red Bull with the 151 vodka and then top it off with beer. I was like, dude, you're making an explosive volcano.
Yeah, it was
That's just gonna
powerful.
stop your heart.
It was definitely
Or
powerful.
like Rick Ross says, bust your heart.
Wow, don't let that happen.
You know what? Dun, 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 dun. I used to love that record for real.
Oh, you did?
Buses, yeah, because that was all that Maybach music, dude.
Big shout to Rick Ross for real. And he did his thing for a minute too. Why rappers don't have stocks?
Man, you know something, man?
We can change
is
the
actually
game.
a freaking yo. Oh man, get some of this Nicki Minaj stock. Oh no, man. I want that WAP stock.
Yeah.
I want that WAP stock with what's the name again? Megan Thee Stallion doing that split. Oh my God, that split was incredible.
I think Remy Ma stock is gonna beat Nicki Minaj stock. You know?
Oh God. Yeah, with a black eye and a gunshot wound.
Or right now, a lot of people putting a short on Lil Wayne.
Oh God, that's messed up.
Yo, that is hilarious. That is
you know
hilarious.
what? We have every celebrity hating us. We'll get famous and go to a place where they want to shoot us and shit, man.
We could do that. If they did it with DraftKings, right? Why wouldn't we create an app for picking rappers and singers as far as who's going to be successful and who's not, and then give somebody some money for the best top picks? That would be crazy. Yeah. That's next level, right?
It'd be making people laugh.
Oh, it would.
I had to do a short on Lil Wayne.
That is funny.
Oh, I had to buy a fractional on Baby. I had to buy a Baby fractional.
Oh my God. We long on Jay-Z for the next album dropping, right? You know that.
Oh man, you better get that Beyonce stock.
Oh yeah, what? I think if anybody had actually bought a Beyonce stock, I think they would be like Warren Buffett right now.
You know something? To be honest with you, we joking around, but dude, that's actually if she came out and said, "Look, I'm going to open up my own stock based off of my performance and sales, and I'm going to do an IPO," I think she could do it.
Yeah, it's called Live Nation. If anybody want to invest in Live Nation, right? Hold on, let's go check to see what Live Nation would be, because Live Nation actually reflects on what they're doing. So we're going to go to Live Nation right now. We're going to go to Live Nation stock, right?
I don't think that stock is hot, but let's see.
Yeah, let's go see.
Is that the stock where you got to go to a concert?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah, but Live Nation has its days.
Okay, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, see, Live Nation ain't no joke. Live Nation trading at $74.29 a share. And
before the coronavirus, oh yeah, well it's right. It's pretty much where it was before the coronavirus kicked in.
Yeah. Exactly, and that's a good thing. And you can see how it came in today. So it came in about 74. The sellers came in, dropped it down to 73.70. Okay,
right.
And then they pushed it, and actually you can see it on the RSI. That's why we got the RSI big right here. And then it pushed up to 74.29. So everybody is actually excited about this corona. That is so funny. I'm thinking about coronavirus and Carvana. How you picture
I was
that?
about coronavirus and coronavir.
Corona beer. You mean Corona beer? Yo, this is
Yeah.
he's a Corona beer.
I
But
tell you, hey, we try to be funny, right? Hey,
yeah,
man, you know what? We should name the coronavirus the corona beer, man. You don't want to get that corona beer, man. Leave that shit
yeah,
alone, man.
you don't want to get that. You don't want to get that. But
But I'll take some of that WAP. I'll take that WAP to go.
you take that
Oh,
one.
Lord. I'll take that WAP to go. I ain't talking about Cardi. I'm talking about the other one.
Oh
Ooh,
lordy,
Lord.
Jesus, don't light up the show. But
Man.
so around 10:45, it actually pushed itself up.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Way above VWAP. So talk about Live Nation. A lot of people are waiting to see people perform, I guess, towards the middle of 2021. Would you agree with
No,
that?
dude, them performances, they make when they do those live performances, that's big money, man. Them artists be getting like $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 for every show.
Wow. How much?
They make a lot of money doing those shows. I'm shit. You know, think about somebody who's been touring long term for years.
Yeah,
They rich.
exactly. And you know what's funny? You ever watch when one of them come out with one of those stupid songs and they make it big? Can you imagine
Yep.
that?
Yep.
Can you imagine that? Like, you just make a stupid song and it goes big. So big shout to Live Nation, because Live Nation actually know what they were doing. And they actually went public. Can you imagine that? Taking that game public. So Live Nation is topping off. And this is a great conversation, too, because it's so funny. So many people are used to me doing real estate stocks. And actually, if you have a stock that you want us to put up, make sure you just put it up in the top chat. And we'll put it up for you if you want to see what the chart is doing. And, yo, right about now, with this anticipation, right? So we got Joe Biden about to go in office. And then we have the coronavirus vaccine, which is actually starting to come into play. So where do we go from here? Is going back to the party? Is this going to be like Zion? Like everybody's going to be so happy?
Oh, you funny.
Why you say I'm funny?
I'm just thinking about the Matrix is in my head in that cave and they all dancing and doing their nasty stuff.
Yeah, you know, after the fact of when everything goes well, I mean, that's what we're looking for, right? I mean, yo, if you think about it, this year was very, very challenging for millions of people.
Wait, what's that guy's name? Yo, dude, I've been listening to the beat, but I finally listened to the words. You know that song, Hell of a Year?
Yeah.
That's Baby, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I listened to the words of that, and I was like, dude, no wonder that record is so popular. He covered everything for this year. It was a crazy year.
Yeah, this year was rough, man.
No, I never listened to the words. I would just always listen to the beat, and then I was in the car, and I was like, oh shoot, that's a catchy ass tune.
Yeah, this year was very rough, man. And for the guys that are really like pushing it out there, it was the perfect song for the perfect time.
Yeah, it was. It really, dude.
You know?
I see why he's so popular though too, because that was a master stroke of genius.
Yeah, the right song at the right time, and then next you know, about 3 years from now, he gonna be broke. So I mean, it's perfect.
Oh God, you funny.
Yo, I'm just telling y'all the truth, man. Every time you see these rappers and all this stuff, and I know I grew up in the Bronx, so I used to see it, and you used to be thinking people used to be paid, yo. And trust me, they weren't paid. So they just had a good song.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what happened?
Well, especially back in those days, nobody was making no real money except for what? Run DMC?
Psst, what? I told you, man, Eric B. and Rakim, we rolling with Rush. Rush Town Management. You had to be with the right crew, the right team, the right people. Everything is based on
but Eric B, his lyrics was put him on the flame fire.
Oh, man. Big shout to Eric B. and Rakim.
Yeah, man.
All day. Yep. That used to be the bomb right there. Actually, that made me into the man who I am today.
Yeah, I came through the door. I said it before.
I ain't buying no more than $8 a share no more. or I can't afford no more than $8 a share no more. It's biting me, fighting me, inviting me to rhyme. I'm looking for the stock. I'm losing all my time. Taking off my coat, clearing my throat. I'm hoping Tesla hit the S&P before the last note. Wow, I could have been a rapper. I could have been a
Oh
rapper.
man,
I miss my
I wish
calling.
my wife was there because she'd be like, he's just as crazy as you.
Yeah, I miss my calling. That's
Oh
okay.
man.
Yep. Listen. This is probably the only time you'll hear this. I can't even mute the mic because they already talking in the background. The kids. Oh,
You
look
see
at.
Tesla's flip flopping right now, right?
They are. Let me go back to Tesla. I was looking at emerging markets. So emerging markets is actually moving up. Wow, you see that lift? That was a big lift right there in EEM. We like that. Let's go back to Tesla. Let's see what Tesla's doing. Yeah, I'm just exposing all my business that wow. Yeah, they look like they in consolidated state. They don't know what they want to do right now.
Yeah, that's yeah, because it's flip flopping. But that's what happened yesterday. I fell asleep. I got on like, oh, it went up to six. What was it, 6:30 something? Yesterday.
Yep. Actually, no, it didn't make it all the way up to Hold on.
No, I know. I think it went to 6:50, but I just saw this where it was at 6:30 when the market
Yeah.
was closed. Because dude, I got up late. I was so tired. Like I'm getting tired now. But let me see.
Whoa.
So yesterday was 17.
They actually made it all the way
640.
up to 6.
Oh yeah, you're right. Dude, you're
684.
right. Dude, it went up. It went up to 6:55.
No, 684. Look at right here. Look at where the
Wait,
chart is at.
yesterday?
Yeah, 684.57. But see, what RobinHood does, they kept it a secret.
Yeah.
And then they want to show you when it goes down to like 650. He said, yeah, shit. That is funny. That is funny. But for all of those interested in see what Tesla's doing, right?
Wait a minute, it's going plus 48.
So it was up here. It went all the way up to around 684, and then it went down.
Yeah.
Yep. So, you know, that's awesome what it did. And
Wow.
well, I mean, if you think about it, this was a large move up.
Yeah.
So it opened at 665. So this was this morning actually. When you think about it, it opened at 665 and all the way up
I was looking at it when it was going up pre-market, but when the market opened, it started skyrocketing.
Yeah, I know, man. These rich people need to stop trying to take all their money back. That's where all these selling coming at. Yo, they just trying to take all their money back. Listen,
Okay, VOO is up now. One of my options is up.
VOO?
Yeah.
What's the ticker symbol?
VOO. That's another S&P.
VOO. Oh, that's the Vanguard Index S&P 500.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, so wow. So this is it right here, Vanguard. You can never, and you know it's so funny. They always say you can't go wrong with going with Vanguard.
Yo, dude, actually, that's the first S&P stock I started playing around with. Dude, I actually like it. It performed really well. I like IVV too. That's another one I like.
IVV?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go check IVV. Let's see IVV.
It's down.
Wow, is IVV, well, here go the correlation. You notice IVV looked almost the same as Vanguard. What was the last one you told me? That was crazy.
It is a Vanguard stock.
Ah. Well,
It's
no, IVV is iShares.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Yeah, but it's so funny how they perform the same because it's an S&P ETF. Got you.
Yes.
So for all those who did not know, this is something that we just picked up right now for you guys. That they're both S&P ETFs and they work almost in the same way.
And SPY as well.
Yep, and SPY, right? Let's see what the SPY is doing. Boom. So if you notice, all of these charts look exactly the same based off the S&P 500.
And dude, I have 7 contracts on this one.
7 contracts?
Yeah.
That's a powerhouse.
I brought the 420 the 420 strike for the 115.
Yeah.
It didn't cost me that much.
But also
that's why I brought 7.
But also, you got to explain to the viewers so they understand that the S&P is actually at its highs right now. So
And it might be even higher. It's going to probably be even higher on next week.
yeah, so it's not.
The inclusion of Tesla.
Yeah, so even though it's going down a little bit,
It's gonna do it. This is the time to buy right now.
wow.
So the ones that were down, this is the perfect time. Like this is a magic event, current dude. You buy this right now, you get it. And I'm not talking about the stock. I'm talking about the option.
Exactly.
But either or, it doesn't matter. If you buy the stock or the option, you're gonna make a lot of money.
Exactly. And for all those who don't understand what to do with options, how does that work?
Get on your knees, close your eyes, and pray. No. So
That is hilarious. Because that's exactly what you do. No, it's going down.
no, the options is when you're betting against or for the stock. The call mean you're doing a call saying the stock is going to go up,
Okay.
and you're doing a put saying the stock is going to go down. And so the best way to remember it is call up as if you're calling somebody, and then put down as if you're putting something down. That's how I remember which one is which.
Gotcha.
And then after that, it's just a matter of picking the right contract.
Well, when you buy a contract, how many shares are you actually getting?
For any contract you buy, whether it's a call or a put, you're getting 100. So if the price is 50 cents,
yeah,
that means that contract is going to cost you $50.
Got you.
But the contracts could go at any price. So just remember, if it says $1, that means you're paying $100. If it says $20, that means you're paying $2,000. So just keep that in mind.
Oh.
And the main thing you care about is the volume and the open interest. If it has zero open interest, don't even buy it. Now I think there's some rules to that, but I got to get back to you guys on that. But yeah, the best way is to make sure that it has open interest and volume. Open interest is saying that that's how many people bought the stock, and volume is how many times it's changed hands. And if you think about it, the more that it changes hands, the better. That means you'll have a better chance of selling it, because if nobody's buying and selling it, you'll have a hot potato that'll scald your hands.
Wow. Meaning that it won't sell.
Exactamundo.
Oh, so you're like that movie you told me to watch, and you the dude sitting in the house crying to his wife because you done brought 100 boxes of bed sheets.
Oh my God! You actually saw that movie?
Yeah, I watched that movie.
Did you like it?
I love that movie.
Yeah, it was good, right?
Yeah.
Homeboy was greedy, right?
Yep. Yep. And he didn't know what to do when he bought 100 boxes of bed sheets.
I know.
So
no, he was a good guy. I'm talking about his friend.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to help people understand what options feel like.
Yeah. That makes sense. No, I got you, man. I got you.
You know?
Oh, man. That's good you saw that.
Yeah, it's like how I got stuck with Boeing. I got stuck with 100 bed sheets of Boeing. Well,
let me ask you this, right? When does your
anywhere.
Boeing contract expire?
Actually, my Boeing contract expires today.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So out of my $8, I might get $1 back, or I might get $0 back.
Let me look at it. So that one, what you need to be doing is keeping an eye on this all day, because it could jump up. I see it's down right now.
Well, you see it's down right now. The last time I kept an eye on Boeing, I think I called you crying. I can't deal with the world. Life is so rough for me.
Oh, God, man. You're so funny.
Why do I live like this?
You know what, though, actually? You know what you just made me think of?
Sure.
So we might want to do a bunch of puts and calls against Boeing.
Yeah, that would be.
Seriously.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. And anybody's viewing, that makes sense. Because why wouldn't you? I mean, a lot of
it's
a lot of these stocks are gonna go down. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of these stocks are gonna go down. Even though we're watching charts and stuff like that, you will be able to see a lot of these stocks are gonna take a hit, a humongous hit. So they're trying to be nice. Okay, with my real estate stocks, the biggest challenge that I have is all the way across the news that everybody's gonna be evicted. Who wants to hear that, right?
Yeah, I know.
The whole nation is gonna be evicted. Now, if this government don't do anything about this, right? And not even saying that because if people aren't able to pay your bills, there's two sides to every equation, right? So there's two sides to a quarter. Let's say you got heads, you got tails, Head side is you have landlords who need to get their money. Um, then you have people that need a place to live. And if they're going through hard times, is it the landlord's fault? No. Does the landlord have to be understanding? No. But as a human being, do you want to be
And a person that got a
understanding?
mortgage,
Yeah, exactly. So do you want to be
banks are
understanding?
going to hear your tenant and pay the rent. They're going like, look, you are committed to the mortgage. I don't care what happens.
Yeah,
Why ain't you paying it?
yeah, exactly. So the government needs to do a bailout, and they keep pushing it. So I mean, you can imagine the conversations that Nancy Pelosi and this other dude is having. Meanwhile, they pay checks to set. Let's keep something clear.
Which is yeah. Oh
So
man.
they don't care if they
that's
gotta.
annoying.
I know I wouldn't care if I had to sit at work an extra couple of days. Are you serious? I mean,
As long as I'm getting a paycheck.
yeah, exactly. So
And they're not making minimum wage either.
Oh yeah, why you think they keep pushing it down the line? Like, yeah, oh well, the talks we had was great. We was in there, we was chatting the way Will and Anthony was chatting the other day, and when I was talking to Nancy Pelosi, she was telling me what she bought. But yeah, we had great conversations on how far we're going with the stimulus bill. That's why I keep
Well,
pushing it
they're
down
supposed
the
to
line.
work the entire weekend to get something hammered out, or they're gonna have a government shutdown as well.
Yeah, what is that trying to tell you, man? They trying to say, look, the best example is, yo, Femo, I need to borrow $20. Oh, you do? Okay, come check me on Monday. Monday come around, yo, can I borrow the $20? Well, you know what? I have to talk to my wife. Come see me on Wednesday. And then Wednesday come around, you know what? I just had to pay the light bill. Come see me in January.
Yeah.
That's a bailout that you
Yep.
ain't getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
you putting it off yourself because you ain't getting the money to pay anybody or do anything.
yeah, so it's rough. So basically, to make a long story short, you wonder why so many people rely on the stock market. Because after '08, everybody realized, like, well, the stock market was the only ones who really made money while the whole nation almost crashed.
Yeah.
You see?
Even though they took a hit too at first, but yeah, they recovered pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, I think they took it. They just sold everything. So, because most people don't get the concept of, even when the stock market is down, people make money.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and dude, I didn't understand that until I started doing these options. Now I understand. Well, you got to think about, if the stock goes down, if a stock goes down, the buyer is always going to be at a loss.
yeah, exactly. And that's a catch-22. So for those who don't know, when the stock go down, they go, "Oh my God, look at Wall Street falling." Yeah, but Wall Street ain't falling. These people making money on their way down. You just called it. Put a put on Boeing, and look at Boeing right now. Boeing is dropping. Boeing reached a high today of what, 223, and right now is down to 220. So
That's crazy.
yeah, definitely. So
Oh wow.
Boeing sucked. Let's see what Facebook is doing. Let's go to Facebook. Now I can't wait for Coinbase to actually hit the market, because that's gonna be great. So Facebook is down. You see?
Yeah, you're looking at the main indicator stocks for the S&P, for the market. Yeah, Microsoft is down.
Yep. Let's go to Microsoft. Let's see what Microsoft is doing.
217.84, 85, 86, but it's down.
Yeah. So Microsoft actually passed VWAP for a little bit, and then it ended up going right back down. And look, you saw that little dip in the RSI. The RSI is dipping out.
Oh, you know what? Too. Today is quadruple witching day.
Yeah. So what exactly does quadruple witching day mean? You got 3 witches like betting against you.
So basically, long story short.
Where they come up with this stuff?
Long story short.
Yeah.
It basically means that contracts are going to close today and they're going to create new contracts. And because of that, this is a time when the market doesn't perform well. It happens, what? I think it's how many quarter? It happens every quarter. The third Friday in every quarter, you have this event, because they have to get rid of the old options and create new ones. And then on top of this one, makes it even rougher because of the S&P inclusion, which they got to add in, as well as do the books for the open new contracts and settling contracts. So this is typically known as a day that's not a great day for the market. Like, this is the day, if you want to get in a dip, this would be the day to do it. And I'm looking around, man, and a lot of stuff is down. Alphabet is down. let's see. Both of the alphabets are down. Well, if one's down, they're all down, but they're both down. So I don't understand why they call it quadruple witching, what the actual term, why they use that term, but it basically means that the market is not going to perform as satisfactory as it could because there's a whole lot of internal bookkeeping on options and stocks and things like that. But Tesla, you want to watch when the market closes on the aftermarket because Tesla could surge quite a bit. I am not going to be stupid enough to put a number out there, but I'm guessing that Tesla is going to do some crazy rising during the aftermarket, which will set it up for Monday when the market opens. Tesla's going to be at a very high amount because probably later on this afternoon, a lot of people are going to try to buy Tesla expecting the numbers to rise. So we could see a lot of activity between like the last hour of the market closing because a lot of people are going to try to get in, which could cause Tesla to surge again before the market closes. But it's going to super surge while the market's closed. And I expect Monday to be a day where Tesla is going to go to an all-time high, but then there's going to be a dip.
That dip is right now.
I was trying not to laugh, man. You messed me up.
That dip is right now. It's going. Yo, Famo, this thing is below. Oh, hold on. Let's pull up the RSI on Tesla. This is like call the cops right here. Cause, oh my God, yo, it's below. Yo, you see the RSI?
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's being shown right now. The RSI is dropping down to 26, but it's no biggie because it's coming from 684, which is powerful. But this is what they do. They amp it up and then they take all the money right back. And this is how you got to prep yourself.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's the other thing that's happening. So because Tesla's rising, a lot of people have been holding on to their options or selling off, and the stockholders as well. So you got people that's buying and you got people that's selling. I think there's more people selling right now than people buying, but by the time we get to the last hour of the market, there's going to be a bunch of people buying like crazy.
That makes sense.
And it's going to continue after the market is closed with the big fish, the whales, the people who run the investment houses and the brokerage firms and the hedge funds. They're going to be buying in droves. And then the S&P itself is going to be buying upwards of $130 billion worth of Tesla.
So
that's going to cause Tesla to go crazy.
So let me show you what happened when I logged into my RobinHood stock.
Okay.
You didn't catch that, RobinHood.
I got it. Wow. And dude, I'm looking at all the major index stocks are down.
Yeah. So let me show
and that
you.
makes sense with quadruple witching because they're going to be down. This is just one of those days where it will not be up. So if you ever go to buy, if you're going to ever go to do anything, just that third Friday every quarter, you have to just avoid. But you're buying at a dip. You can get some good deals on stocks, but this is not a money-making day here.
No,
unless you own some bear stocks.
You don't think? Because actually, it's showing that it should be moving back up pretty soon. I mean, the sellers can only sell but so far.
Yep.
So for all the people that need Christmas money, trust me, they selling right now.
Yeah. And I'm even wondering if it wasn't Christmas now, people probably wouldn't be dumping stocks. But I get it. It's Christmas. People need to get their thing done. And when there's crappy coronavirus, people just want to be happy for the next week coming up, the upcoming week. So I do get it.
Now, what I'm trying to see is, right, with the RSI on Tesla around between 32 and 36, I wonder right now. So this bar right here is actually supposedly a bullish sign to get in now. So if you was to get in right now, I wonder if you're going to have all this space to make money. Watch what happens. That's powerful for those who don't know. That's powerful. So we're going to watch this thing probably shoot up. Now, if Tesla makes over 700 today, I probably would not be surprised.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to go over 7 before the market closes. It might be a little higher, but it's going to do 7. And when the market closes, I don't know what the number is going to be, but I think it's going to be a very high number, whatever it is. So if the market closes at 7, let's just say there's a high probability that Tesla could pop, pop maybe 100 points or more.
Yeah. Because,
maybe 100 points or more.
Because the bottom line is, a $40 day for Tesla is not surprising.
Yeah.
You know, is really not a shocker.
Shoot. A $20 day is not a shocker for me. A 20-cent day is a good day for me.
A 20-cent day. Hey,
a 2-cent day is a good day for me.
Hey, you got a lot of people who make a lot of money on a 2-cent day, depending on how many what do you call it to have. You know, depending on how many shares you got.
Yeah.
You know, that's where the money come in at. Depending on how many shares you got. It's going to
be so crazy, right? When we're looking at the aftermarket of a Tesla, that thing is going to be, it'll probably be one of the first and last times you see a surge like that for a while.
Wow. And I wouldn't be shocked if we caught that surge right now live on stream. And you know, actually right now, me and Antonio is making history. Because if it does happen, right, we're actually live talking about Tesla the day it happened.
Yep.
Okay, folks? And that's making history. For real.
And if you buy into Tesla now while it's on this slight dip, you could potentially make a lot of money, especially, well, either option-wise or stock-wise, because it's in this little dip. Because when it starts going back up, the contracts and the stock is going to go up. You're not going to be able to get in. And it's literally the last day to get in. If you're going to do anything, this would be the time to buy your Tesla stocks or your options.
Got you.
And when you do the option call, this is not one of those, you wouldn't want to do a put right now. You just a call. Just want to saying it's going up because it's going to go up.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is you don't want to be caught trying to do a short and this thing fly up on you.
Nah, you don't want to be doing a short because number one, if you do a short call, I'm pretty sure your platform ain't gonna allow you to do the day trade for it.
Oh, they probably will.
You could make some quick money, but you're not gonna be able to sell it today. Well, you could probably sell it. You could probably sell it today, but you're gonna get a point against you. But I would say go for the call. Don't go for the short.
Okay. Oh yeah. No, that makes sense.
Because, dude, I'm looking at Tesla, right? It's flip-flopping around 660, but there's a high potential that this thing could jump up to 680, 690, 7 something right before the market close, and then you'll see the numbers skyrocket after the market closes. So when Monday comes, and then the Monday pre-market activity, because you're going to get more, the whales might buy more because the deal's not done yet, and then when the market opens, those stocks will just jump up in price. Not just Tesla, also the S&P. But the longer-term bet after Tesla goes in the S&P is the S&P stocks are going to surge too. So if Tesla and the S&Ps are surging on Monday, you want to buy the S&Ps now. And that's really not me talking. And Will actually asked me about that, and I was like, that is actually a great idea because that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, because I mean,
so you could buy a contract or some S&P stock, and you're going to do extremely well because you still have time to buy that. That's low right now. It's low hanging fruit. The prices are low, so I would tell you buy as much S&P stock as you can. If you deem it, you could afford it. Buy what you could afford. Don't spend all your money on it. But I would buy some positions if I was somebody not to know.
Yeah, definitely.
If I was listening to me, I would say, hey, you might want to consider buying some options and some stock.
He said, if I was listening to me.
But buy what you could afford.
He said, if I was listening to me.
I couldn't think of another way to say it.
If I was listening to myself, yo, that ain't no different than if Woody would have gone to the police. This would have never happened. But everything you said is true, though. And actually, this chart right here that we're looking at with the S&P is actually showing it because they brought it all the way down, right? And especially when you have moves like that, you know that they're planning a move where there's nowhere else to go but up. So they
Yep.
brought it down, and it's going to be real interesting to see if they bring this trade back above VWAP. It will be very
I think
interesting.
it could go above actually when Tesla gets added.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what you said was correct. So one of the things you told me before is you're going to have a lot of these institutions selling off a lot of other shares of other
Yeah,
companies.
that's what's happening right now.
Exactly, to get that money to push into Tesla after
Yep.
for when they enter the S&P.
Or let me put it another way, which is in the same vein of what you're talking about. I'm not going to put no extra money in. I got a lot of money. I'm going to sell my low hanging fruit so I can get the high hanging fruit that I know is going to perform. And hedge funds are no different than us. They just got more money. Why go out there and get in more debt? I got a lot of holdings that I could dump to get this premium pump.
Yeah, because the rest of these stocks ain't doing nothing, right? That's what you're saying. And then I could jump into a position that is definitely going to move.
Yep. And move with tremendous force upwards.
Yeah.
So even if you sell your other stuff at a loss, which I'm not telling you to do, by the way,
Yeah,
you're going to make up for the losses by buying the new positions.
Yeah, we don't do that. We're just this is for entertainment purposes. We're not telling you what to do here. This is for entertainment purposes.
And so, I suffer from Tourette's, so sometimes I say stuff I don't mean.
Buy Tesla. Buy Tesla.
Shit. Buy Tesla.
No. Yo, that's hilarious. That's like Larry. You know when you get the Larrys of the world? Oh, gee, Stan.
Dude, if you're recording this, dude, and you play this with some of your boys, they're going to crack up on this.
You should have bought Tesla today, Stan. You know? Yeah, she. Get Tesla. Tesla. Shit. Yeah, exactly. Those people with Tourette's. Big shout to people with Tourette's. Throw your hands in the air. That is hilarious. And I'm sorry, people might think we're not being professional. We're being very professional because if you read in between the lines of what we're telling you, it's a lot of sense right there. We're just not offering you investing advice. No, we're not. So, InvestCurb isn't investment professionals and not liable to any losses you may have. So, only trade what you understand and never base on any two crazy people's opinion. So, our channel is for entertainment purposes only. But you
prove it. I'm gonna put on an old song.
Oh man, here we go. Now you gonna spike up my YouTube. So then they sit there. Yo, last time I played a song on my channel, man, YouTube wanted to say, oh, you violating rights and all this stuff.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. YouTube. Big shout out to YouTube. That's Google. That's probably why their stocks are dropping right now. Yeah. Yep. They got in some trouble too this past week, I see.
Oh yeah, they getting sued for some more crap.
You see? And it's so funny because they probably sitting back in the chair like, but we didn't do anything. Yeah, you trying to control the market. No, we weren't. Yeah, you was.
Yeah, you're doing it. You got your adware picking up the stuff I'm doing, and the adware tried to sell me the thing again. I already bought it. I don't want to buy it 18 dozen times again.
Which is crazy. Look, wow, they was about to dip. They was about to go up, and then they started dipping again.
Yep.
Can you imagine? I think they're doing this on purpose. Hold on, let's go see what Google doing right now, because you got to watch Alphabet, because you know who Alphabet is right now? Alphabet is the sleeping giant, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Because they're if you notice, for the past 2 to 3 months, Alphabet has been riding under the radar.
It has.
I wonder why.
Yep.
This stock is no joke. This stock is up there at $2,000, basically, and they're letting Amazon get all the credit for being up there.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
They have cloud. Google has cloud. Google has a lot of products that is very beneficial, but they're rolling under the radar, which is very crazy right now. I could never imagine seeing Google do that, but Google's like, we're not going to get any extra lawsuits, or at least trying not to. And then
they don't care.
And then Facebook is still trying to give them the business and the problems. And Microsoft too. I didn't know Microsoft was going to jump into that little talk. Did you know that? You knew Microsoft was going to do that? Microsoft is complaining too.
Which is
Google.
weird.
Yeah, I know, right? I thought they were friends. Uh-oh. I thought that was Fang going on. You know? What happened to Fang? Amazon. Let's see what Amazon's doing. That's a good topic right there. Amazon. Let's see. Amazon.
It's down too.
Yeah, everything. Wow, everything is under the
And that tells you a lot about what I said earlier about quadruple wishing.
Wow. Quadruple witching. You said quadruple wishing or quadruple?
Yeah, wishing. Wow, Amazon's down $36 a share, man.
Yeah, they're getting hit. They getting hit.
See, and you notice, like I was looking at this the other day. So you see in September 2nd, that was the magic day right there. September 2nd, Amazon was selling for $35.31. Dude, it's never recovered from that even to today. So Amazon is probably going to start surging in January.
Wow. Let's go to the months.
The biggest amount that the value, the highest amount that it was worth was on September 2nd, and I remember that day well because that's the day of the splits.
Okay.
Amazon, Tesla, and Apple, and everything started bottom. Everything went down from that day. And if you look at the downturn, if you look at any other stocks from September 2nd to about the middle of September or a little past, they're going to have that dip.
Yep. So around September, so this is September 1st right here. September 1st high was 35.48. So they were up there. And they low was
16.26.
Yep. Wow. You want to talk about some powerful. So
that stock more than doubled.
Wow.
And it did it under 6 months. So it was down to 1689 in March 16th.
Yep.
And then September 2nd. So March, April, May, June, July. Okay, I'm wrong. So it is 6 months. Within 6 months, it was double the price.
Wow.
That's insane.
Yep. This is the monthly chart we're looking at, by the way. So just to show you everything Antonio is talking about is accurate and correct. And yeah, Amazon is taking a little dip here, but it's never nothing damaging to their pockets because by November it was starting to go back up anyway.
And what this tells me from September 2nd to today, and probably till the end of the year, that in January you're going to see Amazon start to surge again, and it's going to go beyond this $3,500 mark.
Got you.
It's going to go way beyond this mark, and if you look at the 5-year. Okay, so the 5-year, I'm looking at October 13, 2007. If you look at the gap, the line, it goes up.
Okay.
Then if you go to, I'm going back, I'm going to go to another October 2019. So October 2019 is flat. Then you start to see it arc up when we get into January. So the stock is notorious for being flat the latter half of the year. I actually read an article about that, and I was looking. I said, "Wow, that's true." So Amazon can sell all the crap they want on Christmas and break records, but the stock will stay flat. And then from somewhere around the 3rd week of January, that's when that stock starts to pick up momentum.
Yep, this is exactly what you're talking about. This is the thinned out version of that line of Amazon really like barely moving up and barely moving down, but I mean, this is almost like buying an expensive CD. A certificate of deposit for all those who are RobinHood traders. For those that don't know. So, let me see.
Actually, man, I'm thinking it's a good. You had a good idea, man.
What's that?
Online video, this thing.
Yeah. Because
I'm just sitting here. We're not even. This is just us doing it live.
Yeah, and this is also helping.
We're ad-libbing, and it's coming off really well.
This is also helping the people who don't know and don't understand and don't have an idea of and want to learn. But we're not saying buy Amazon. You got to make this play, or you're gonna miss out. because I don't want to be the one to tell you to make a play and you're going to miss out and you make that play and then you still miss out because it didn't go in the direction that I told you that I thought it would go.
We're explaining the mechanics
Exactly
of a play if you were going to do it.
Exactly.
We like Will said, we're not trying to make you buy. We're trying to give you the understanding of the purpose behind if you would buy and when to buy.
And it's very educational at the same token. Even though we joking, we having a little fun. And the world knows me. I'm way more serious than this, but it's holiday time, so why not let off a little steam of this quote unquote year, which was very hectic for me. That had me crying to Antonio, saying, "Yo, I'm ready to jump off a building. Why? Out of my $8, I lost $1." That's real shit. So,
dude, I'm telling you, dude. Like, and Will, I don't know. I meant to talk to you about this, but actually Tony told me about this, and then I found an article about it, and I looked at the 5 years, and I was like, every year between, like, I would say, like, maybe late September to like December, Amazon is flat, and then when January comes, it goes up. I was amazed by that.
Yes,
I was amazed by that.
and Amazon is a good way to put your money in if you have that type of capital against inflation. Right. For those who don't know,
right?
And the reason why I say that, or also in case of a recession, in case you don't know, because how far down could Amazon go? Amazon is not going to be a $3,000 stock going to zero. That is not going to happen, people. I can tell you that much. It could drop down to 1,500, but at the end of the day, if you ever had to cash out, would you rather be trying to cash out $20 that went down to $5, or would you rather be cashing out $3,000 that went down to $1,500?
There you go.
And you know, and that's how you got to look at some of these investments and stuff like that, because that's what they are.
What Will is saying is that Amazon is a really resilient stock.
Yes, yes.
Even though it can go down, it's never going to go out.
And Google for that matter. These companies are not going nowhere. Facebook is not going nowhere. You know,
Apple is not going anywhere.
Oh my God! Did you say the Apple word? You hate Apple?
Yeah, I said it.
Did I say that on? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Antonio does not hate Apple. I'm sorry. Hey, that was one of those quick bursts.
I know that caught you off guard, right? But it's the truth.
Yeah, but I try to catch myself too when I'm in the wrong.
No, because I know you were like, wait, did he just say Apple?
Antonio does not like Apple. Okay, I mean, I'm saying it again. Antonio likes Apple. Yeah, I'm not trying to talk bad about any stocks on this channel. That is hilarious.
Oh man, yeah, that caught you off so much guard. I see how that affected you, because you wanted to. I'll say it's a great stock.
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what it is? It's your mind frame. So sometimes you want to trade, and Apple is really not a trading stock.
Right.
It's an investment stock. So between your swing trades and your day trades, and unless you buying a whole bunch of shares, like, to me, Apple was just on a great one this whole week, and now they're taking all the money back. It amazes me how they
gave you one little day, and then they said, you ain't gonna stay with that, man. You on your own. Yeah. We coming to get ours.
Yeah, look what they doing right here. I mean, it's sad, but let's talk about that Bitcoin, man. I mean, yo, what do you think about Bitcoin? Actually, who's your guys? Let's see. MicroStrategy?
Yes.
Let's go to MicroStrategy. I think I just saw it. Yep, bingo. You see, I know the ticker. That's how good we are with this stuff, folks. We know the tickers. So, MicroStrategy, you see these charts? Oh my God. MicroStrategy is above VWAP. So it is doing what it's supposed to do. Now, what's the big deal with MicroStrategy? You always talk about them and they Bitcoin play. Why do you like MicroStrategy?
The reason I like MicroStrategy, because I love the spelling of the name.
There you go.
Strategy. Micro.
You bet on
actually be
you bet on stocks like my wife bet horses. So I'm sitting there and I'm doing the knowledge to a horse, and I'm sitting there trying to pick out all the numbers, and she go, pick that one. I go, why you want me to pick that one? Oh, because his name is Blue Dream, and I like that name. Babe, that's not the reason why you pick a horse. And next thing you know, she
It
won.
went. Yeah.
And
Go figure,
MicroStrategy
right?
is winning right now. That's what's
Go
crazy.
figure. Yep.
Go figure. Go figure. So, like Warren Buffett said, you take kids, you put them in a room, and you have them throw darts on the board, and then you pick those stocks. Oh boy! And MicroStrategy, you said you like them because of the name. It's a micro, and
It's more than the name. And I was being facetious. Like, so the strategy part where they decided to start putting money into Bitcoin. It was incredible because they've gotten a World award from doing that Bitcoin play.
Wow.
They brought initially back in September, they brought a batch of crypto, right? I can't remember the numbers, but basically right now they're up to $700 million worth of Bitcoin.
Woo.
And they're about to buy another 600 million. And Bitcoin in the last 2 days popped the $21,000 mark and the $23,000 mark. So like they just made Bitcoin a serious player in the financial market, in the old world stock market, because they couldn't have strategized that any better than they did. And now a lot of the other businesses I bet you'll see more businesses including Bitcoin as part of their holdings for value add. And I think that they're going to wind up growing tremendously. If they did nothing else but own Bitcoin, they could be a failure at the business they're in. Just owning Bitcoin is going to keep having them with quarterly reports that are beyond expectation. And now that Bitcoin has popped 23K plus, I can see Bitcoin hitting 25K within the next couple of weeks. And when I say next couple of weeks, I'll say, 8 weeks or less. It could happen tomorrow, but I'll give it a good 8 weeks. And with their holdings, if it goes to 25K, they just made another smattering of cash. And here's the thing. How far can Bitcoin go up? We don't know. But we already know it surpassed the high back in 2014, 15. So the sky's the limit now for any companies that own stock in Bitcoin. And I neglected to mention Square owns Bitcoin, and so does PayPal. So they're not doing quite as well as MicroStrategy, because MicroStrategy just went all out buying crypto. But they're doing well as well. They're doing well because of the holdings too. Now the thing with Square has this app called Cash App. And I'm pretty sure I don't need to explain what it does, but I will. Cash App is a way for you to get money on the fly. So if you use Zelle is cool. But if you don't have a Zelle in your account, the next best thing is going to Cash App, because you get the money right on the spot. And they made a killing the last couple of quarters with the Cash App. People were using the Cash App in this pandemic more than ever before, and they made stellar earnings. Wow. So you combine that with them having some Bitcoin, they're unstoppable. Now, PayPal too has Bitcoin, but I don't really understand their process with Bitcoin. But the fact that they have it is going to help them on their overall earnings as well. But the king is MicroStrategy, and MicroStrategy has been dubbed as the unofficial ETF for Bitcoin. A lot of people that are old school money don't like that, but I happen to be new school.
Yep.
And I think that's a very good moniker, because if you see in Bitcoin go up, that means MicroStrategy is going up. And don't take my word for it. Go look up the ticker, which is MSTR.
Yep. Yep.
If you go look at the ticker, well, it's up a little bit now, but it was up a lot earlier. But MicroStrategy is going to continue to just skyrocket in value. I'll tell you, they're going to have an excellent earnings report in January because of all of this. If they don't make any more money now, their earnings report is going to be incredible for January, because they made a ton of money in this quarter, and they did it in a couple of weeks. The kind of money they made is unheard of.
Yo, your words are powerful, bro. Your words are making the stock spike up. I mean, you need to talk this stuff into existence, man.
Yeah, man, dude. I mean, dude.
It's powerful.
And you know how much I've been talking about this one right here, man. I just love the stock because they had the bravery to go and do what nobody else would do. And then they did it multiple times, and they got hit real hard by all the analysts and all the naysayers, and then Bitcoin popped 21K.
So what you were saying was these people thought these people were crazy because why are you putting your investments in Bitcoin when Bitcoin
Yep.
is just a what's the word I'm looking for? Is just something that's not really gonna go anywhere. And
So
they
they
saw
thought.
it differently. Yeah, exactly. And they saw it differently.
And
That's why it's
and
good
the
to
thing
follow your
is,
heart. Yep.
they even got their rating knocked down. The analysts knocked down their rating. You can't keep a good company down.
Yeah, for sure. No, I
Oh
agree.
man, it did just jump up.
Yeah, yeah.
But
That's amazing.
it's my number one. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll just say it like that. You don't have to buy it. Uh but I like it a lot because of that factor. They went all in and said, hey, Bitcoin is important and we're gonna add it to our repertoire because it's gonna bring us a value add, and it's bringing them big dividends.
For sure. And actually, MicroStrategy was on CNBC, so even CNBC is starting to recognize them as a smart player and not just listening to all the hype. So that's one of the things I try to tell people who trade, that if you feel something, sometimes you can't go with the group. Sometimes you have to go outside the group, and you might be the one who makes the right play because you saw something everybody else didn't see.
Yep.
Right? And I mean, trust me, you've been talking about MicroStrategy to me over a month now. So this
Yep.
ain't something you just caught on a whim because all the
No.
hype is coming into the game. This is something that you saw, like, yo, this is a play right here.
Well, initially, Will, I saw it as the metrics tools that I used, it just said it was an outstanding buy. And I wasn't really sure about it. So I brought a piece of it, a fractional share, and I just looked at it for a couple of days, like 7 days.
Yeah.
And it kept going up. It kept rising. Now, I'm not saying it didn't go down, but it kept going up. And like that's like one of my markers to kind of say that a stock has some durability or some upward trending moving ability.
Yep.
And I started reading about the stock, and that's when I learned that they had brought some big, that they brought their first batch of Bitcoin, and they didn't make a big deal about it. They just put that out there, and that was it. And
How,
then Bitcoin went up a
yep.
little bit,
And how
and then they
much did
brought
you say
more.
they bought again?
They brought like four. This next time they're gonna buy is 600 million. And I gotta say, the play that they did, they did a great job. They
Wow.
did a great job.
Wow.
I can't even give them they're going to change the game. That they're going to be the ones that cause a lot of companies to start paying more attention to Bitcoin. It's real. It's the real deal.
Okay. Okay. No, I believe that. I mean, because look how they're performing. I mean, their performing is they're performing right now, even before your eyes. You know. So
Dude, every time you see Bitcoin jump, they're going to jump because they got the Bitcoin. So when you see Bitcoin go up, they're going to go up.
oh,
And
so
then
it
when you
actually
see one of
works.
them massive surges, you know that day is going to be a good day on the market for them. So they're just doing Bitcoin goes to 25K. I mean, just let's put it like this. They're going to be standing in a great place.
Wow. Wow. Can you imagine if Bitcoin actually breaks 30? That would be perfect.
Shoot. I'll do one better. I had saw articles around July saying that it could hit 65,000. Now, I don't know how they came up with that, but I believe it more right now because it's broken two big thresholds, like
Okay.
back to back
Yep.
in a day.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm not going to sit there and say what I think it could go to because I'm
Yep.
not a super pro. I'm not a pro at all at this, but I can tell you this. You really want to pay attention to something that did a jump like this. It broke that threshold twice. So what's to say
Okay.
it won't happen again?
Well, yeah, they putting it out there that it definitely will.
And 25,000 is not a big jump because it was already 23,700. So you only talking about a little bit more money to make it go there. And when it goes there, that's going to draw more attention, and then FOMO is going to take effect. It's already starting, but it's something that you really need to pay attention to. I'll just put it like that.
Okay. Got you. Got you. And sometimes you don't want to be late on those calls, right? You know?
Man, I would hate to see that thing go to 50,000 when I could have got in when it was not even that price, and reap the reward. And the thing is, if you look at platinum, which is one of the most expensive precious metals, right now it costs 10 times more than the precious metal. 10 times more plus. And to be honest with you, ask me which one would I rather have? I'd rather have both. But if I had to choose between the mediums, I'll go with the electronic medium. I'll go with the Bitcoin because it's got more value than gold. It's more valuable than gold or silver or platinum.
Wow. I know another one you was talking about was Grayscale.
Grayscale is giving you the opportunity to buy based off of the crypto, but you're not paying full price for it. And this has some crazy movements. And when I say crazy movements, it's moved a lot on the yearly scale. The only thing I'll tell you, and I found this out today, is that when you try to buy it on like a regular platform, not Robinhood, you can't get it on Robinhood, but like one of the regular platforms,
Yep.
It's going to make you agree to take that account and make it a super aggressive account because it's a super aggressive investment, and it is volatile, so it could go up and it could go down, and they want you to accept that agreement so that if it goes down dramatically, you already saying you knew that could happen.
Got you.
But it's incredible buy. It's an incredible buy.
Well, the powerful thing is that let's say you're not really comfortable with buying Bitcoin, but you want to buy the companies that are comfortable with buying Bitcoin. You can still make money off their accomplishments.
Yep.
Which is very smart plays.
And I'm looking at the gauge on it. So like this was $18 before the market opened, and now it's at $20.80. So I mean, I just go by I go by the numbers, right? Because the numbers don't lie. That's a saying I've heard all my life, but it's true. The numbers don't lie. A man will lie, but the numbers can't lie. And the only way the numbers lie is that man manipulates it. But if you look at the pure numbers, I mean, it's a banger.
Yep, that is true.
And here's the thing: the more that Bitcoin goes up, because it's the marker for all the other altcoins, that means everything else is going to go up. That means Ethereum's going to go up. That means Litecoin's going to go up. You name the coin, they're going to go up because of this. What Bitcoin is doing, because it's the daddy of all those coins. Everything sprung from Bitcoin.
That makes sense.
So, I mean, if you Google Bitcoin right now, everything's going to talk about how Bitcoin surged. And if you go into some of the articles, they're going to say, and because Bitcoin surged, Ethereum surged, and Litecoin, and all these other coins. So that's the beauty of this. Like, I've never seen an item that could cause other items to go up when it goes up. Usually, like, one stock goes up, that don't mean they're all going to go up. That just means that one stock. When Bitcoin goes up, everything else goes up.
Okay.
That's unheard of in when it comes to an investment. So, like, your one investment goes up, but here's the bad part about it. This is where the volatility comes in. If Bitcoin drops, everything else drops. But right now, Bitcoin is on the rise. I don't see, and I'm not a professional, but I don't see Bitcoin dropping down to $5 or anything like that.
Exactly.
I see the momentum is there for it to go past 25,000 at least. And I'm not talking about a long time. Like, one time that it goes to 25,000, and that means that the next step, it can go higher. Because Bitcoin has been kind of low for a little while, and now it's surging because the companies are buying it. The companies are buying big blocks of it. So now the demand is going to be there. Supply and demand has always been the key thing with business.
Yep. So
it's going to keep going up. And I hear people say, well, it has no value. Well, how come it's going for $20-something thousand?
Yep.
This thing is going for more than the precious metal on the earth, or most of them. I mean, it speaks for itself. I don't care how the value came to value. I care that it can make me more money than what I usually make doing investments. That's what I care about.
Oh, yeah. And plus, look how the hedge funds are now dropping into it. All the institutional investors are now dropping into it. Meanwhile,
and I'll say this to what you're saying, Will, and I think that the institutional investors or the naysayers were saying bad things about it because they wanted to keep it low. Number one, so they could get it and not tell anybody. And number two, so when it does surge and they hold on to it, they can make a ton of money. And here we are now. The secret is out. The word is out.
Yeah. And
the word is out.
And
you got these big companies doing. Big companies don't buy anything unless they think they're going to make money from it. And they certainly don't spend upwards of $1 billion plus to buy something that they think is going to fail.
Boom. No,
I think their MicroStrategy, the word strategy, they strategize the idea to buy. And when they started to work with the first batch of money they spent, they said, let's go all out. Let's just go all out. You know, so that's my spiel. That's my spiel on Bitcoin. You know, again, this is personal opinion. It probably doesn't mean much, but like the numbers don't lie. No, the numbers always got, in my opinion.
It means a lot because a lot of people was talking mad trash about Bitcoin. Like, yo, Bitcoin is not going to go anywhere. Why are you wasting your time with that? It's not going to do much. And guess what? It just blew off the frame.
And the CEO of JP Morgan basically said a couple of years ago that Bitcoin was worthless. I bet you he's not thinking that now.
No, not at all.
And if he's saying it now, he's lying because he wants to get in. But I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if a company like that would take some holdings in Bitcoin.
Oh yeah.
Everything is about profit. And see, the thing about the cryptocurrency, it's another venue, an investment venue. There's not a whole lot of investment venues. You got your real estate, you got your stocks, you got your precious metals. And I'm sure there's a few others that I don't know off the top of my head, but Bitcoin stands alone in its own space when it comes to valuation and value.
Exactly.
And it's other countries are using it to buy stuff right now. Exactly. Other countries are using it. The adoption across the world is great. It's just America where we just don't seem to get it until now.
Or maybe they don't want us to get it because they feel it will take away from what they're doing.
Well, I'll tell you like this. The question I used to answer was, which one would you rather have, cash or gold or platinum? And I would say, I'll always take the rock. Yeah. And then now I'll say, well, the rock is still an option, but I'll take the crypto.
Yeah.
Hey, man, look, I'm not saying that I know everything, but look, I got to go by what I see.
But you on point. And you know what's funny? I'm sorry to cut you off, but you know what's funny? Around the world, they actually spend it. We use it to invest it, right? So, like I heard a guy on CNBC say yesterday, oh, yeah, well, you get some crypto and you hold it for a couple of years. These people are not buying crypto to hold. These people are buying crypto to use it as payments.
As a medium of payment.
Of payments. So what's happening around the world, is it's not happening here yet, but maybe there's some type of transition, the new norm. Like they use all these terms, which is very weird, right? In order to let you know what's about to happen. So is it a shock that in the middle of a pandemic that Bitcoin will reach the highest it ever was without the pandemic? Would it have done so well? Is that what what the world is saying?
Well, I'll put it to you like this. Like I said, if you're a pure investor, and at the purest sense, right? Nobody will tell you to invest in one thing.
Exactly.
And the type of investing that Will and I are doing, we're also doing contrarian investing. We're going to the contrary of what the consensus say. Because the payouts are bigger when you go against the consensus. Because everybody else is saying, no, it's not going to happen now. Look what happened with Bitcoin.
Yes.
The consensus was saying it's not a good idea. Don't understand what it means. Don't understand the value. Look, let's be honest. Do we understand the value of gold? Do we understand the value of platinum? It's a rock. Right? But somehow the world deemed it that it was a rock that can cost a lot of money and it has value. Well, just because this thing is electronic, it's pretty much the same deal.
Yes.
The idea is there's a demand for it and there's supply.
Yes.
That thing wouldn't be $20-something thousand if there wasn't a demand for it. And again, like I mentioned, out of the country, they're using it as a medium to buy. In America, we're doing it, but not at the levels of other countries. And here's the thing. It surpassed the rocks. I would put my bet on something that surpasses the rocks. You know why? Because I have to buy and accumulate rocks, and I run out of spaces to put it. With Bitcoin, it's on the computer, on the thumb drive, and it's easy to hold.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't I want to have a medium that's I could use across this planet without having to go and cash it in and get another kind of cash or currency?
You see, Verizon.
I dare say that maybe eventually Bitcoin will become the universal currency.
You think
it's already set up for that?
They said it might be XRP.
Well, it's still a crypto, right? That's what I'm saying. It could be a universal. What's going to wind up happening, dude? I mean, I don't think anybody walks around with a couple $100 in their pocket every day. I walk around with credit cards and ATM card, my bank cards, and I do my financial transactions that way.
Well,
so with that being said,
funny when you say that, because check it out though. If we did have a pandemic, coronavirus, right? Would you really want to? Would you really want to take somebody's debit card to swipe it? No, you wouldn't want to touch anything anybody else touches, right? Especially if you're one of those germaphobes.
Yeah.
And it shows why when they show people using cryptocurrency, what are they doing? You told me that the other day. They putting a phone up, or you just transferring through your phone to send a
transfer it through your phone, or you do it online. You do it online. You pay before you go there, or you have them deliver.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think Tesla was talking. I'm not sure. I think you can buy a car with crypto, a Tesla car with crypto.
With crypto, that's magic. Wow.
Dude, why would you say no? Dude, 4 Bitcoins to get you a Tesla.
Anybody want to send me a Bitcoin? Just check the link below. Now, that's where it's going pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, why wouldn't you take it? To be honest with you, a Bitcoin is worth more than your dollar.
Hey, right? Let's not even go there. So once upon a time, the dollar was based off of rocks.
Yeah, off of gold.
They took gold and silver. It used to be silver, like this dollar is worth X amount of silver at whatever the price it was back in the old days. They decided to decouple the rocks from money. You know why?
Why?
Because what they were trying to do was make money more important than the rocks. Now, people who control the rocks said, no, no. Which one has been around more, the dollar or the rocks?
The rocks. The rocks.
There you go.
That was powerful, because that is something I never looked at it as. And look at XRP just spiking up right now. Blah.
There you go. Yeah, I'm looking at articles. So I said what I said because I remember reading about this. Somebody bought $100 Tesla with Bitcoins. Can I buy so Quora, that's like a site everybody goes to get answers, even though they're not always right.
Okay.
It's saying, can I buy a Tesla car with Bitcoin to pay for it? And so the first response is, unfortunately, no. But that was 2018, so I'm trying to see. So there's no updated articles.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: you can buy crypto. You can buy anything with crypto because you could also cash it in. So even if you have the cash, you got it from having crypto. So I mean, crypto was the vehicle you had to use to get the cash.
Well, like you said, it's a wallet, right? So if you need a certain amount of thousands and you have the crypto, you could always change it back to cash anyway.
Yeah, and my thing is, like, I like to think about it like this. Elon is a forward thinker when it comes to business. I've never heard him say, oh, crypto's not a good thing. I've never seen an article where he talks about crypto being negative. And he's a businessman. You think he's not ready to do a deal if you say, well, I got 4 Bitcoins. I have to convert them to cash to get the car. Okay, deal.
Yeah.
He's not going to say, he ain't going to tell you no.
Actually, as long as you could provide.
Oh, he sees value in Bitcoin. Wow, I'm reading the article. January 2020.
What's that?
Elon Musk, while Musk sees value in Bitcoin as a tool for payments that may otherwise not be allowed to occur, the Tesla CEO, I got to open up the article, but he's basically saying here, he looks at Bitcoin as a viable. Okay, so let's see. Okay, at one point, Musk asked for his thoughts on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, a subject he has been known to tweet about somewhat frequently. I'm neither here nor there on Bitcoin. said Musk in terms of his general thoughts on the financial technology. Musk was then asked to share how he felt after he read Satoshi Nakamoto's Bitcoin white paper for the first time, to which the Tesla CEO responded, "I thought it was pretty clever." So basically, he's telling you right here that he thinks Bitcoin is cool.
Exactly.
While Musk sees value in Bitcoin as a tool for legal transactions, which, you can buy illegal stuff with gold, silver, and money.
Exactly.
He does not appear to be a fan of the digital gold thesis around the asset as a store of value. As Musk dove deeper into his general thoughts and feelings on Bitcoin, his general thesis on crypto became much clearer. This sort of gets the crypto people angry, but there are transactions that are not within the bounds of the law. Now, I get that, dude. But any medium you use, you could break the law with. Any financial medium you could break the law with. And there are many laws in different countries, and normally cash is used for those transactions. But in order for legal transactions to occur, cash must be used for the legal transactions. You need an illegal to legal bridge. That's where crypto comes in. So basically, he's not saying that it's bad. He's saying that he realizes there's good people doing bad things with it, and there's bad people doing bad things with it.
Yeah, but you know what? Let's call a spade a spade. You got people doing bad things with cash, right?
No, that's right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, when these large institutions was trying to downplay crypto at a time, right? And they was talking about how crypto was being used for bad things. Okay, but where the term money laundering came from? And
there
that
you
was
go.
Cash. So I still believe that they was just trying to deter Americans, I should say, from getting into the crypto space.
It's another tactic
because
to say,
the world was already on it.
It doesn't provide value, which is a lie.
Venezuela and everybody else was already on it. Like,
yeah,
they were already on it. Venezuela, China, Japan. I mean, these places was already on it. All types of coins.
So I remember when I was in crypto really hard back in a little over 5 years ago. I saw Bitcoin machines in Virginia.
You seen them in Virginia?
ATM. You go to the ATM and you can convert your Bitcoin into cash. It wasn't a cash. It was a Bitcoin ATM, but it can convert your crypto into cash.
Exactly.
Or you could buy crypto through the machine. It was more expensive to buy that way, but you could do it.
That's the new joint. Jeez, my boy always told me to invest in ATMs, but now we swapped the game and invest in crypto ATMs. Let's find out how much those cost. That'll be hot.
Yeah.
Right?
And dude,
can we do a crypto ATM? Is that even possible?
I'm sure it is. It would be just like you doing a soda machine, right? You're going to make money from every transaction that occurs on that machine.
Yeah. Is crypto ATMs just as valuable right now as the charging the charging machines for hybrid cars? I just probably put out a jewel right now. Yep. I just put out a very valuable jewel right now. So the same way you got all these car companies, or actually, what's the battery company you was just telling me about? See, we talk about all these things, y'all. Who?
QuantumScape.
QuantumScape. What's that? QS. Let's go check QS. Boom. So right now, right, we could turn around and start a crypto ATM company and capitalize like crazy because nobody's doing it.
No, there's people doing it, but it's not a lot of people doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's like Funk Master Flex dropping a bomb on you right there. For those who don't know who Funk Master Flex is, he dropped bombs on you. So,
yeah, but like I said, dude. I mean, the only reason I got into crypto because when it nosedived, when it got close to $20,000, because it didn't hit it at the time. Yes. It just nosedived and it kept flip flopping through the years. But now, like the whole reason Bitcoin is going up right now because there's demand again for it, and you got a company that's spending 1.2 or 1.4 billion dollars, dude. That's all you need to drive it. That's a whale buying, and a whale buying effort causes people to get interested in something that they're buying because they're like, why is he buying it? And then FOMO comes in because I don't want to be left out. Okay, Everybody's talking about this. Let me go get some.
Exactly.
So, I don't see it going away. Listen, it's been around since what, I think 2006. This is already 14 years or so.
Yep. Yep.
So
Next
I don't know
level.
who it is. Wait, let me take this call. I'll be right back. I'm gonna mute the thing.
All right.
All right.
Well, there you go, people. You hearing it live, and we hit you with some good information on this channel right now. There's so many plays that are available, so many stocks that were talked about, so many options you could buy, and also you want to make sure that you do your research way before you jump into anything. Uh, and the reason why I say that is because you never want to rely on the information that is just given to you. You want to go do your own research and find out if that information is correct. And it's not just fake news trying to either pump a stock or trying to dump a stock. And, those things make sense. So you could always get the good information from me and my team, because I will make sure that you're not led astray. Okay, I will let you know up front that I'm not an investment professional. I'm not liable for any of the losses you may have. Only trade what you understand and never based on anyone's opinion. And our channel is for entertainment purposes only. I mean, if I could talk to you and help, in this pandemic situation, ways for us to make more money in any situation, then yeah, I'm gonna do that. And actually, talking about QS, QuantumScape, look how it's rising right now. I mean, this stock has actually been on a roll for a minute right now, and that's a plus. So with that being said, you know, I mean, you're getting hit with the full flavors of 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 all sorts right through this channel. Because my thing is really real estate stocks. But I said today is a Friday. Tesla is gonna enter the S&P, and I figured I'd do something a little different, something you normally don't see me do, and I think it's a good thing. I know after this week, I'll be going on vacation, so yeah, so you probably won't see InvestCurb real estate stocks for at least a couple of weeks. But I did want to give you a full show, knowing that yes, we do know the stock game, and we do know how to read charts, and we do know how to look at what's going on. And whether you're a day trader or a swing trader or even an investor, that there's a lot of plays that's going to be made in 2021 that you should be trying to get all your information now. You definitely should. And whether you like the way I speak or whether you care about where I'm from, that's on you, because that's straight ignorance. If I'm giving you the data, the input, the stuff you want to know, then be wise. Don't be judgmental. Be wise. Listen to the message. Listen to the information that's being given to you to help you make solid trades. I mean, that's what this is all about. You understand? That's what this is all about. This whole thing with, all these issues and people of color and race. Let me tell you something. My mom's worked for Wall Street for a long time, and the racism. When it comes to money, there really shouldn't be no racism. When it comes to life, there really shouldn't be any racism. We all here to help each other, and hopefully, the government can pass this stimulus bill to help a lot of people and don't drag it past Christmas. You know what I mean? Because it's so funny, like when these people pockets are not being infected, when their pockets are not being challenged, they really don't see it as of an importance. Just keep dragging it out and stuff like that. It doesn't really make any sense. So, with that being said, we need to really help those who need help. Okay, we definitely do. And for all those that ran for office and claim themselves to be Christians, true good Christians, why don't you show that you're true good Christian and make sure people can have a holiday that was not created by them but created for them and help the kids out. Like somebody I heard in one of these sessions, yeah, maybe we should help the adults and don't help the kids, or maybe we should help the businesses but don't help. Well, I'm sorry, how you gonna sit there and tell me you go to church every Sunday but you don't want to help everybody? What does it matter who you help as long as you help? So there you go, enough of that. Let us move on. And with that being said, let's go to the next trade and see what else is on play out there. Emerging markets right now is somewhat in a consolidated form, and you know that because right now it's looking at resistance of about $50.97. You could say you could actually put your support around $50.82. So it's staying within this little area right here, this little window. And as you can see earlier, what I jumped on? I jumped on Verizon for a second because Verizon has been doing this thing as well. So Verizon has been as low, but then had a nice buying situation right here, all the way up to 60. So, I mean, yeah, you may wanna open up your eyes to Verizon. Just open up your eyes to it, see what's going on with them. Verizon, I believe, is supposed to be a strong 5G play. Anybody who may think I'm wrong, feel free to chat on the side. You can see. But Verizon is definitely supposed to be a strong 5G play. It's Christmas time. People be buying their wife, husbands, kids cell phones for Christmas. So I do believe Verizon is making big money. And also let me know if you hear anything about Coinbase going public, because when Coinbase go public, I am all in with my $8, with my pennies. I'm going all the way in on Coinbase, okay? Because we support that crypto over here. And I would definitely love to see how that changes the game. With that being said, right? Because let's see, once again, what Bitcoin is doing. Bitcoin right now, 22,949. Can you see that? Bitcoin is at 22,949. So it's making power moves, as you can see, and we don't want to lose out on the power moves. Okay, it did pass 23, but it went back down a little bit, and that's okay. You're gonna have a little pullback here and there. That is definitely understandable. So I mean, everything just doesn't always go straight up to the new investors. Sometimes what happens, it'll go down, people make their money, and then they'll sell out a little bit. And those choices are yours. Trade based on your financial situation. Because some people may joke and laugh. Oh, well, yeah, you put $100 in and you only made $150 and you took out. That could have been your situation. That's on you. You know what I mean? Then you have people with a lot of money. But let's not forget. I understand Wall Street much better than a lot of people. Oh yeah, how you do that? You never worked on Wall Street. I didn't have to. I was growing up during the times where people did actually jump off a building because they lost money and they had a lot of money and they went big. Okay, but guess what? When it crashes, it crashes. When it rains, it pours. So be careful with what you do. Do you want to dump all your money in? Hell no. I'm not putting all my money in. It's even worse when I don't have any money to put in. Ha! You dig? And that's the truth. So, theoretically, what was that famous book? It's A Tale of Two Cities. The have and the have-nots. But, can this game change your life? And I believe it can. Truthfully, I believe it can. Can this game of investing and trading stocks change your life? Yes. And we're not talking about if you take this as investing in a lottery ticket. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about investing in a point where you're securing your family's future. That's what we're talking about. So the reason why you buy stocks and you buy these options, and because you're putting your faith in companies to do something that you couldn't do. So if you wasn't very skilled at forming a business and making it successful, right? You necessarily doesn't even have to be an employee, because remember what Robert Kiyosaki taught us, Rich Dad Poor Dad. You have 4 quadrants: the E, the S, the B, and the I. You have the employee, you have the self-employed, you have the business owner, and you have the investor. So as we learn how to live our lives, right, we should learn how to be the investor and make plays based on these companies. Okay? Be the Warren Buffett. Most people don't know Warren Buffett ain't get to his status until he hit 55. That's when things started working for him. Now, mind you, this man is in his 80s now. So 30 years later, you at the top of your game. From 55, not from 25, not from 35, not even from 45. At 55, you're at the top of your game. At 55, you know how to invest now. At 55, you're not doing dumb things at the club, spending all your capital, wasting it on nonsense. You're actually investing. Yes, indeedy.
I like that.
You're actually investing. You know what I mean? This is not a game, folks. This is not a game. And I think I kicked it so real, I think YouTube cut me off. Yeah, I think YouTube. Nah, they didn't cut me off. It's so funny. But yeah, because I'm trying to tell the truth here. I mean, this is what InvestCurb is about, right? Creating generational wealth where there wasn't any. So how do we do that? You know, you wanna learn how to trade, right? It seems like trading was only. Oh, I'll give you the perfect example. Now, since there's RobinHood traders, something has to be wrong with our system. Is that ironic? Or is that another form of saying, hey, you provided a way for poor people to trade and we don't like that? Because it was much better when we was receiving almost $50 plus in a commission just so you could buy stocks into someone's business. And now you don't have to pay anything. And then guess what? RobinHood got smacked in the face twice because you wasn't really providing free trading. You was actually taking orders and then sliding them off to somebody else getting paid. But what's wrong with that though? Why do I gotta charge the little man? These dudes are smart. They said, why are we gonna charge the little man? Let's charge the big dude who want the orders. And then guess what the government does? They put him in a lawsuit for trying to help the poor. Robin the Hood. Oh, did I just say that? I keep saying that. Yeah. Let's rob the hood. First they said occupy Wall Street. How dare they? But nah, I'm just joking with robbing the hood. It was just a funny concept because I know some people who used to rob the hood and now they're in jail, so that doesn't work. So that don't work. But what I am trying to say is invest. So for me and Antonio, we always joke a lot because I am trying to help the people that don't have nothing but $20. Okay, I am trying to help the people that may only have maybe $60 left from their paycheck, because I remember those days. And you want to put it somewhere, and you don't want to put it in a bank, right? Because when you put it in a bank, your money's not making money. It's just sitting there. And when you put it in a bank, you also have access to that debit card that then all these things come up that you still got to buy anyway. Right? So you got your last $60 in the bank. Funny. And what happens is you need something. So you spend it. And then you can't invest anymore. And that's always an issue. Right? So then you investing into these stocks becomes almost like a curse to you. No, I can't put money in stocks. I can't afford it. But you can afford it, even if you do it a little bit at a time. How are you going to tell me that you have a 20-year-old working at McDonald's and he's able to afford these little stocks here and there? Oh my God, they even got smart and made partial share buying. So they're giving you all these ways to invest. It only makes sense. Are you giving your money to the rich the way ignorant people say? Well, guess what? If you believe that, then I'm going to be straightforward and I'll tell you like it is. Then you are a fool. Because if my friend came to me and said, look, you give me $20, I'll turn it into $40 and I'll give it back to you. Why wouldn't you do that? That's what's called smart trading. That's when you have some common sense. Or lend me 20 and I'll give you 30. Or lend me 20 and I'll give you 15. You lend me $1 and I'll give you $10. I've seen stocks do that. So you got to be smart. And Antonio, you back? I know you sick of me babbling.
No, I'm listening. I like what you're saying.
I was just talking to the public, letting them know where we are. Just in case I die tomorrow, then
oh man, stop that.
I have. Well, I don't mind because I'm going to heaven. God knows he looking down at me, patting me on my back every day. Like, yo, man, stop crying because you only got $8 to trade. That was God talking to me. He said, stop crying because you only got $8 to trade. Well, guess what, God? I'm going to take this $8 and I hope you turn it into millions. That's what a true trader and investor does. Remember Robert Kiyosaki told a story that he was in his hotel room with his last $50 and bought a bucket of chicken and some real estate. Now, I don't know how true that story is, because I never knew you could buy real estate with $50. But when you got decent credit and you on your last, you might be able to buy some real estate with $50. Right?
You figure out a way to do a creative deal.
Yeah. You see? So that's next level, right? That is next level. Hey, actually, we're going to do a podcast one day called $50 and a Bucket of Chicken.
Funny.
Because it's true. There's a lot of Americans today right now with $50 and a bucket of chicken. That is very true. That is very true. And we're going to take it to the top, and that is the end of this show. Right? Because I don't want to talk to people about $50 and a bucket of chicken. Nah, but we had a good session today. I did like this. I hope we could do this again.
Yeah,
talking about stocks. Yeah, you just adding a little humor to it, but theoretically, you can't be boring all your life. And just having a little fun. Anything else you want to add to the public, bro, before I turn this off?
I just want to thank you guys and gals, and when I say gals, I mean ladies, for joining us and giving us the time and the space to drop a little knowledge and entertain you.
There you go.
Will was the backer behind this. I didn't know he was really recording it, but it's fine. I spoke what I meant, and I meant what I spoke, and so did Will. So I think we're good.
Did you just call me a ASS secretively? Did you say the back and the highness?
No.
Trust me, fam. I live to make you laugh, man. Because you know what? There's been days you made me laugh, and we need to make people laugh.
Amen.
We need to make people smile, even
Amen.
if they think we old and corny. Like, yo, these dudes are corny. That's funny. But next level, y'all, and be safe. All right. InvestCurb.
And happy holidays, everybody. Happy holidays.
Oh yeah, that's right. Happy holidays. Happy holidays. And from one man to another, try not to rely on this stimulus check because we don't know what they're going to do, and just do it. Just do what you can do. Be happy, no matter what. One day I was having a stressful day, and I put this out there. And the reason why I put this out there because one thing I told Antonio a long time ago, we must not act like we are alone. So one day I was mad stressful, and my man Antonio told me, "Yo, go take a nap because you don't want to put it out on the kids." Okay, and what most people don't realize is during holiday time, sometimes the kids get the brunt of our BS. I'll say that. Okay.
Yes.
So as adults, things may not be going your way right now. And if you haven't sent out 50 resumes, send out 50 resumes to get that job, to do whatever. Do what you least expect to do if that is the case. Look at me, I'm making a YouTube channel. I never thought I'd be doing that. But with all said and done, let's not take it out on the kids. Let's have a happy holidays and just try to make the best of what we can. And if you can't afford gifts, please be smart enough to rethink about arts and craft, because that always works for the kids. It doesn't always have to be what America drilled into us about spending thousands of dollars for kids, when sometimes you could sit down and make a picture and do artwork with kids, and that'll make them even 10 times happier than getting the Barbie doll. Or if anybody saw The Count of Monte Cristo. Anybody saw that movie? You saw that movie, Antonio?
Yep.
You did, right? You know what's a line in that movie that stuck out to me more than anything in the world? He said, "I hated you because you had more fun with your slingshot than I had with my pony." And obviously, the pony was worth 10 times more than the slingshot.
There you go.
True talk. True talk. And he said it. He said, "You have more fun with that slingshot than I had with my pony." So, God bless America. Amen to everyone. And have a happy holiday.
Yes. Yes.